because this man was used to the condition that he was in. He understood it. It wasn't the unknown. If Jesus healed him, what was he going to do? After all, when he's healed, life is completely different. And he has to try to start figuring things out on his own. He didn't want to be healed. He wanted to stay in the very condition that he was in. Well, Jesus looked at him and he said, I want to know your name. And he said, I am Legion. Legion. The legion of Roman troops who came to oppress the Jews, who came to enforce their law and their rules. Legion represented everything that ever had been or ever would be wrong with a human being. Legion came to represent everything that would ever be wrong with society. Legion was oppression itself. And he had come to know it so well that he embraced it. And he accepted it as his own, not wanting anything else, not wanting to know anything to do about a life of healing, because that was what he knew. But you know, those townspeople, they weren't any better. No, they were the representation of everything that's ever been wrong systemically with society. They didn't stand up and rejoice when they found out that this man had been healed and that his demons had been cast out. What did they do? They became scared and they said, Jesus, we want you to leave. Because see, as long as this man was ill, as long as he was possessed, they could sit from where they were and point to the outskirts of town and say, look at him. He's crazy. He's weird. He's not like the rest of us. Because he's different and we don't act like him, that means that we are the okay ones. He's got the problems, not us. So just like he did when he first saw Jesus, they said, Jesus, we need you to leave. We need you to go because we don't know what it looks like to be healed. We don't know what it looks like to have a life free of affliction and oppression. So we need you to get out of here and let us continue the way we have been so we can ridicule this man and lie to ourselves and tell ourselves that everything is okay. Maybe I'm a little too hard on these folks. I mean, after all, Jesus did cast the demons into the swine, and the piggies ran off the edge into the lake, and they all died, and so, okay. Maybe if Jesus stayed around, he'd kill off all of their livestock, and the people would have nothing to eat, right? No. Jews didn't eat pigs. It wasn't their food. They were raising that food for the Romans. That was their oppressors' food. And Jesus said, let me tell you, as long as you feed the affliction, it's going to be there. But the moment that you stop feeding it, it starts to go away. And you just saw me do that. And the people knew that. And it scared them. And it freaked them out. But see, they were in a position of great comfort, even raising the pigs, even metaphorically feeding the oppression that they hated. But they kept doing it anyway, because it's what they had learned to know. You couldn't get away from it. But see, that's the difference between being cured and being healed. Taking those pigs away from them didn't make everything better for them, did it? The mindset was still there. No, they still needed healing. But the man, he did what any of us would have done. As Jesus is being chased out by the crowd, and he gets in the boat, and he's getting ready to leave, the man runs up to him and he says, Jesus, wait. He really changed his tune by now. Wait, let me go with you. I have never experienced such peace as this. I have never felt such serenity. I have never felt so good in my life. Please do not leave me alone with these people because they hate me. I don't want to stay with them and see what they're going to do to me if you leave. And Jesus looked him in the eye and he said, you will never walk alone. You need to do as I'm telling you. You need to go out there and tell these people what God has done for you. Because when you do, these people will listen. Eventually these people will be transformed, and they too will become well. They too will become healed, and you will become their friends, and they will become yours, and you will be support for one another. You all together will be made a whole people. This is the message for all of us. Each of us have our own demons, if you will. Each of us walks around with our own afflictions, whatever they look like. But Jesus tells us too that we have to go and tell what God has done for us. What are our afflictions? Do we carry guilt with us? Well, maybe we can never be cured from whatever we've done to others, or maybe what others have done to us, the hurt that they have inflicted on us. We can't be cured because that will never go away. We can be healed. We can be freed from the oppression and the weight that it bears down on us. Is it addiction? Never going to be cured. You're always going to want whatever that is. But you can be healed. You can be released from the hold that it has on you and the control that it has over your life. Is it depression or mental illness? It does not matter. Is it relationships? You can't change other people. You're not going to cure the relationship. But you can decide how you yourself approach the relationship and with what mindset. And in that, you can become healed. So just like Jesus told that man so long ago, he says, we all have our demons. But you know what? They're ours. We have to grab them and hold them close and not fear them and say, these are my demons. And I own them so that they will not own me. Jesus tells us the same as he told that man, as he told those people. You too can be well. You too can be healed. And you too will never, ever